Okay. First time with my new microphone. Let me adjust some settings here. I'm pretty sure it's quieter than my old mic. Oh, good afternoon, everybody. What a hell of a day today is. Sounds nice? Thank you. It's not as shit. Sounds crisp. Great song choice. Yeah, don't like the guy who made the song. Gary Glitter's a shithead. However, the song is really good, and I figured I'd start the stream off with that. Oh, long. Thought this wasn't live. You're good. It is. Been a long time coming. It has literally been 14 days since I streamed. It has been 2 weeks. I had a little moment of just kind of like, I don't want to do anything, and then work was killing me, and then it happened, and then eventually everything kind of just calmed down, and now we're at a state back to normal. So we're good. We're good. I've been wanting to talk about this fucker for a little while now. However, we're not gonna talk about Mike just yet. Yes, people put you in a 2-week coma. A lot of things did. Without getting too deep in, it's been oh no, that hurt me. That hurt me, Nina. Hang on. Chat box. Gotta fuck with this thing. Show up. There we go. There we go. Why is he a fucker? So, okay, the last 2 times I have talked about Mikenactor, Mikenator, I don't know what to call him, but I'm just gonna call him Mike 2, because fuck it. Is Kirkman coming back? Yes. Who's Mikenactor? That's a great question. He is a Australian? He's Australian. YouTuber. He runs in the same community that I do, which would be considered the anti-Onision community. I also heard Chinese people pronounce the name, it's Fuzhou. It is. It is. I just use the essentially Americanized version just to Australian. Oh, I want to be the first person to give you a welcome back super chat. Welcome back. Hey, thank you for $5, moderator Marcy. I've literally every other video of him is saying I've stopped listening to people on this and that. I've got some photos. However, I wanted to talk about a couple things that I missed over the week. By the way, I've been showing up on other people's streams and videos. More recently, obviously, it's been Deadwing Dork and Augie RFC stream I showed up on. Isn't everyone anti-Onision? I wish I could say that. But yeah, I've hopped on Augie's stream to talk about Keemstar, and we're gonna talk about Keemstar first because friends with Joyce Farkle's BS at one point. Back tonight. I want to pull up something from Daniel Keem that boggled my fucking mind, and I have not found a good avenue to talk about it other than Augie's channel. So, let me find. Name searching my own tweet. Oh, there it is. What's up? Gnome Star. Chris. Just call him Gnome. Who's that? Oh, do you mean Augie or do you mean Keem? I can tell you who both are. I'm surprised I actually have not caught more flack for showing up on Augie's channel. I know people aren't entirely fans of him, but I like his content. I'm not gonna deny that. I like his content. He's entertaining. Entertainment's the spice of life. However, so we'll just pull this up here. Keemstar, look, there's very clear there's an Onision hate mob out there, but these channels with nothing but Onision content. Oh, this is me drudging up old drama because I haven't had a chance to talk about it in a little bit. But I wanted to drudge this shit up because the irony is fucking palpable. Look, it's very clear there's an Onision hate mob out there. With these channels with nothing but Onision content, you can't trust in the slightest. They'll be like, Onision's wife groomed this little girl, so Onision is guilty. Huh? You just said it's his wife? Oh, Keem. This tweet is so out of context. Yeah, and he doesn't provide context, because obviously Keem doesn't like doing that. However, right, there are, like, you're conflating two different ideas. Are we gonna get an Only Lose Me Leg update? Oh, we are. I'm saving Mikenactor stuff for a little bit, or it's gonna be a little later in the stream. I just wanted to put him in the title because I thought it'd be funny. But no, Keem. People can talk about multiple different issues. Onision has problems, but yes, Kai also has problems. People are allowed to talk about that. And of course, I decided to make a big funny man tweet here. People in glass fucking houses, eh? And everyone knows only one person from each family is legally allowed to commit a crime. Who's only lose me leg? Oh, his real name is Only Use Me Blade. He's a groper who's also losing his toe and his feet. So it's something. Hey Sephora, I am doing a lot better. What if I fall asleep and won't be able to sip? We'll dip into it a little sooner. I'll dip into it a little sooner. But yeah, no. Keem talking about other like people only doing Onision content. You can't trust them. Jake Paul could beat KSI. Logan Paul spit on. And there's FaZe. Don't forget he's got some FaZe in here. Jake Paul, massive scammed exposed. New Logan Paul diss track. KSI and Jake Paul fight. Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau. I've already made this one. Jake Paul and Team 10 exposed. FaZe Banks. Erica Costell. Trisha Paytas. Jake Paul. Logan Paul. Jake Paul. Logan Paul. Jake Paul. Erica Costell. Jake Paul. Erica Costell. Jake Paul. Logan. You get my point, is what I'm saying. You get my point. Akeem has no fucking room to talk about a single person doing any of this. And then, Matthew just got it here. Yeah, Only Use Me Leg is a ex-famous COD player. It's a massive grooming alcoholic. Trying to shit. Yeah, Akeem has no room to talk. The irony is incredibly palpable. And the fact that, if I can find that fucking, Twitter video he made. Oh god. Fuck was... What I saw... Oh. Would have been... Oh, yeah, okay. Another thing is, the grand irony... Leafy's back. Yes, here we are.
Alright, guys.
Oh, let me go full screen.
I'm on the phone with Leafy right now. A lot of people are saying, this isn't real or whatever. But, Leafy apparently wants to help me interview Onision. Is that right?
Yeah, dude. He fucking groomed me as well. He fucking groomed me. We gotta get to the bottom of it, man.
You missed much? No, we're only about 10 minutes into the stream.
Come do the interview on Dromler with Keemstar, and Leafy is here. Alright, guys. I'm on the phone.
Now, admittedly, I will say one thing. I'd love to see this, if only just because I know it would be a massive, stupid shit show. And, nobody involved will come out looking good from this. Most importantly, whatever the fuck Keem's face is doing here. Most importantly, Keem would not end up looking well with this scenario. Now, during this whole time, he also started a, hashtag. I can find it. This was not even... days. Yeah, here we go. So, around the same time that he was bitching that Onision was getting canceled, he decides to cancel J-Station. I do not like J-Station. I think J-Station is a scummy fucking prick. However, the way Keem really wants to essentially get rid of J-Station, stop J-Station, isn't the right way to do it. Now, funny thing, I know the way to stop J-Station, but it'd also kill Keemstar. It would kill Real Stream News' career too, actually. So it'd be like a triple for me. All three of these motherfuckers have essentially had loopholes around them, right? Um, because YouTube considers an individual owning a channel as something different than a corporation owning it. Keem and J Station got around this by, well, Keem, J Station, Real Stream News got around this by saying, "Oh, it's not me that owns the channel; it's Drama Alert or whatever the fuck Real Stream uses his." But essentially, they're claiming, right? They do not own the channel. Yeah, they don't own it. Their company does. I think that's a shitty fucking loophole. And I really do think that if Keem really wants to get rid of J Station, he should get behind that. And it should be retroactive. It should take away Keem's channel. It should take away J Station's. It should take away Real Stream News. It should take away any of these cheeky fuckers who decide to start a company, air quotes, who want to do this shit. Otherwise, Keem is being a hypocrite. If Keem doesn't want to be a hypocrite, he should advocate for it. That's the only way I agree with this. J Station should be demonetized because the fact that he's making money means he's doing this kind of. But they won't do that because J Station brings in at least a good enough amount of cash where it would be not negligible to ban him. Which it sucks, but it's true. I believe me, I do not want to stand up for J Station in any way. And this whole for the kids thing, other people have brought it up, like I think Augie, Nick Diorio, lots of others have brought up the fact that this is essentially just setting up for another adpocalypse. Has he turned out to be a predator and anything? J Station is not a predator. He's not a sex pest, thankfully. But he's got a lot of drama and shit, and it's just there's a lot to it. I don't know how Keem I don't know how Keem got back from all the iDubbbz and whatnot stuff. You wanna know how Keem got back from that? Keem, I guess a nice way to say it is, he is smart. He's a very smart man. However, he's smart in a just moronic way. You know what I mean? And yeah, J Station isn't a predator. He's just a fucking asshole. He's a prick. He creates the worst kind of content, and then it's he did get charged with assault. He is out now. I've said my take on Keem. It's just he's just hitting himself with a brick wall. You know, himself into a brick wall. We're gonna get into our next topic though, because I want to hit on Keem. I want to hit if the words hit on Keem. We'll hit a little Onision thing first, because I thought this shit is hilarious. This is genuinely some of the funniest shit. Yet again, a lot of idiots have tried to get rid of Jake and Logan Paul and whatnot. You think he went back from cancer drama? How do I word this? Canceling someone. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we're gonna show it later, but I'll give you guys a warning. But we're gonna show the leg hole man. But Keem got lucky. Now I wanted to talk about Onision a little bit. Me and Claw did Christ, like 3 or 4, watching his awful series of videos where he essentially, I don't know what he was trying to do other than make himself look more guilty. It was kind of adorable how stupid. Ames, I'll show it later, not right this moment. But now Onision has, I believe everybody's seen it. I'm not going to show those videos because he'll fucking claim the video, and I don't want that. I'm already going to get claimed by the song I played earlier. But, this is adorable here. I have to share this on Twitter too. A program Onision's been using to make his creepy animated videos is a fucking porn program. So it's called Virtue Mate. And I've never heard of Vertimate or Virtue Mate or whatever. But if you look here, oh, okay. Can't zoom in. These models look not good. Oh god. Okay. So yeah, these models look janky. I don't know if there is no. Okay. I assume there'd be a photo there. The models are very generic and cheap looking. I guess as a quick review for Virtuamate, if you're gonna use this to make models, don't. Learn Source Filmmaker like a normal porn producer. This shit is ugly. Seriously. Source Filmmaker. It's all you need for anything machinima wise. Whether it be porn, whether it be normal things, use that. Use that. That's not the only Onision thing we have related for today. Because I guess while I was gone, more fucking what am I even looking for? Well, I'm a sex worker. That looks horrible. Hey, Augie's in the chat. Oh, Augie. I brought up the fact that I talked about Keem on your stream. I'm actually working on a Romeo Lacoste stream. Yeah, go check out Augie. A little edgier than I am, but I like his content, like his podcast. It's fucking good shit. But I guess while I've been busy, I didn't even realize this was IMVU porn. IMVU would have been a little better. There has been, I guess, a whole week's worth of police calls. This one, I don't know what the fuck this is. I'm not watching an hour-long police call thing, but if any of you guys remember, about a month and a half ago, roughly, a month ago, somebody took a photo of Onision in a Lowe's, and this is it. It's in relation here.
Communications, how may I help you?
Hi, I was told by dispatch to give you guys a call back when I was approaching my home to have someone come out to take care of a stalking and trespassing situation that happened a little while back.
Okay, what's the address?
Okay, good. They censored. I that was a fuck up.
98335.
Okay. And you're there now?
I am 4 minutes out.
Okay. And what exactly were you reporting?
Someone who works at Lowe's in Port Orchard posted online about how they showed up to our house, with the no trespassing signs and all within that proximity, and they took a picture of our daughter when we were at Lowe's and posted that to the internet. We were hoping to have not only the Lowe's situation handled as far as making sure Lowe's understood that one of their employees was posting photos of customers.
Okay. So, one thing, I haven't heard about the Lowe's employee going to Onision's house. I had not heard about that at all for the life of me. However, you're in a public place. You're not I guess the way I describe it. Oh, someone on Claw's stream said that Boogie died last night. That's kind of a meme. Pretty much in every live stream, Boogie dies and he's suddenly revived. I don't know how it happens. He's got that magic touch. He comes back. He's dead. He's back the next day. No, when you're in public, because of security cameras and shit, you're not considered to have personal privacy. It's weird. It's annoying. I don't like it. But the employee is allowed to take photos of people in areas. It's not good. I don't personally like that. But calling the police on them is odd, you know?
And their daughters, as well as showing up to their house on their personal time, not on official business.
Okay, when did they come to your house?
That's to be determined. I was going to go to Lowe's to find out.
How do you know they were at your house?
They admitted to it online. They said when they were typing in our address at Lowe's, they said that they already knew it and that they typed it in themselves because they had come to our house before on their own personal time.
Okay. And what's your name?
My name is James Jackson.
Phone number?
Okay.
Okay, and your date of birth?
You don't need to censor
1985.
date of birth.
Okay.
That's
We'll
public
put you on a brief
record.
hold. Be back in just a moment.
There's another call. There's a couple more calls.
Hold.
All right. Thank you for holding, sir. Sorry about that wait. So are you home now?
Yeah, no problem. Yes, I'm home.
Okay. All right. I'll get a call in for dispatch here. I'll pass the information on to our dispatcher, and we'll have a unit contact you, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
This is just wasting the police's time.
Communication,
Wasting
how can I
resources.
help you?
Hi, I'm calling to see if there's an ETA on the deputy supposed to come to my address regarding a trespassing case.
What's the address there?
Gig
I'm
Harbor, 9832.
Spell the street name, I'm sorry.
This is just wasting more and more police resources on
Okay.
something that's.
Got it.
Somebody took a photo of
Unfortunately,
you.
we don't have an ETA. There's a lot of high activity happening in the county area right now. I will go ahead and update that you called, and we've advised you the delay. And
Asking
they'll
for
be out there as
fucking-
soon as they can. I apologize for the delay, okay?
All right, thanks for that info.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Can we talk about how he's wasting not even city resources? He just said that he was waiting for a fucking deputy. And they're talking about the county. I'm actually fucking confused. This is... Who's done this? And then at the end, you can kind of hear it.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Weird voice crack. Oh. RP found a profile on Reddit with users posting and messaging each other about talking trash about him. Employee at Lowe's posted a photo of him and his daughter and caption of negative remarks about him, claiming been to the RP's residence before. RP has no video footage and never saw the subject of his residence before. Yeah, from what I remember about that post, because I think I talked about the post when it happened, it just said they knew the address because his address is completely... Like, it's available on public, on the Kiwi Farms page. It was on the ED page before that went down. You can find his address literally with one Google search. I could see it if it wasn't public knowledge. Even if it wasn't on, Chris Hansen's video or on Billy the Fridge's stream. I could see that. If this employee knew it randomly, I could completely understand it. But it's out there. It's so simple to find. I've known it since June of last year. And then there's I don't know too much about this call, and it's related to the Billy the Fridge stuff, but this one's about a dumpster fire in the backyard. Kind of intrigued.
Communications, how can I help you?
Hi, my name's I'm calling because my neighbor looks like they're burning some garbage across the way. Just wasn't sure who to call.
Okay,
I live in Gig Harbor.
What address is this at?
Here in Gig Harbor.
And you said
Not
it's
much
on
yet,
fire.
Kay.
It is not on fire. They're burning garbage in the backyard.
But, like, you can see flames.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, sorry. I'll transfer you to the fire department and send the line.
Roger.
So someone asked, what is he calling about? They're burning something seemingly trash in the backyard of the house.
Thing on fire and burning garbage.
Paramedical aid, what is the address of your emergency?
This is not an emergency. There's my neighbor it appears to be burning garbage in his backyard this evening, and I wasn't sure who to call.
Oh, yeah. We can definitely check that out. It's not a problem. What's the address where we need to come out to?
In Gig Harbor, Washington.
And is that your address or theirs?
It is not my address. It's their address.
Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted to know.
He's
All right,
also
they're
very
burning
close to a
garbage?
wetlands.
I saw big
And-
pieces of cardboard getting thrown into a fire pit when the flames were pretty high, so that's why I noticed.
Sure, we can send them out there to check that out. That's not a problem. For our records, and in case the fire department has any questions, what's your name?
My name's last name's
And a phone number just in case they need to reach you back.
certainly
All right, thanks so much. They've been dispatched out there to take care of that, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
So, burning garbage at location. Oh, here we are. Recreational fire requirements. No garbage, dead animals, asphalt, petroleum products, paint, rubber products, tire, plastic, paper products, plywood, finished lumber, or particle board may be burned. It is unlawful for any person to allow sufficient quantities of particulate matter or air contaminants to be injurious to human health, plant or animal life, or property. He's fucking himself over. And yeah, Onision is one. Failure to comply with permit. Let's see. Maximum penalty is $17,000 a day and or imprisonment for not more than 90 days. He genuinely. How do you such a fucking on? The kind of shit you would know. Okay, so we talked about Keemstar, we talked about Onision. We've got through the small things I have not talked about in a while, so I figure talk about our creepy weirdo of the day, which, I mean, it's not hard. There's a lot of creepy weirdos that I've talked about over the channel's history. We'll talk about Mikenactor. Hey, Fembot. Well, we're saving the leg for last. Because there's really not many leg updates, but there's... Only Use Me Blade has some updates about himself, but we're talking about another creepy weirdo. So yes, this is Mikenactor. I'm doing pretty good, by the way, Safari. This is a grown man. Which, you know, I'm not gonna judge people for wanting to do makeup and shit. That's fine. But admittedly, I don't know too much about makeup. I'm gonna ask this very nicely. Is this supposed to look good? Because it does not look good. I'm curious about this as a fan of his. Mike has some problems. He seemingly cannot handle criticism. I'm saving that for later, Fimbot. Don't worry. We'll get into that. Let me find. I need to find my tweets that I had with, because I tweet a lot. You think I'd have shit planned for my streams? You really think I would? Hey, what? Let me find this really fast. Okay. So it was before the 8th. I know that now. God, I wish I'd planned. Oh, okay. Hang on. This is better. Yay, there we go. Okay. So... Alright. So his tweet, he's responding to someone here. After... Oh. Okay, here's the context. His tweet: some people are vicious, vile, nasty, and ugly, and I can't change them, so I'm going to stop trying. Cheers to the kind ones. And, at Plumbum610, this man really tweeted, die in a house fire to someone, then comes up with this, I fucking cannot. Then he... And admittedly, there's no wit to this. I'd feel less bad shitting on this, like, this tweet series if there was some wit and charm. Because I like, you know, I like some edgy shit. But this is just, it's just shitting on someone, and it's not even being witty about shitting on that someone. It's just, I post a link to a song, Kill Yourself, and he, like, people are saying, you know, it's harassment, all that. And it is. But he's now subtweeting me and telling me to harm myself. Okay. So then he tweets here, the time in which I apologize for jokes is over. I'm not that person anymore. You know the context and what you're doing. This is the last time I'll acknowledge you. Check your oversensitivity. Which, here's the thing. You say whatever you want to people, but accept the consequences of it. I'm fine with people saying whatever the fuck they want to say about me, but they're going to get criticism. And, like, if you had at least accepted the criticism, people wouldn't have shit on you as much. You can say, I probably shouldn't have done that. I was kind of being a cunt. Move on. You've done that multiple times. There's evidence of that. But I decided to tweet with a little anecdote because I thought it'd be funny. Because this is how I'm edgy in a different way. Mike, I love dead baby jokes. I really fucking do. But I'm smart enough not to tell a joke about a baby getting yeeted by a punter into a brick wall to a woman who just had a miscarriage. Food for thought, I guess. And of course, I said thought with a THOT. I figure, hey, a little fun on that. And he says I got a gold star, and I just had to come back with, thanks, it's a nice one. And, oh god, I'm sorry, Toenail. That makes me feel a little bad now, shit. And so I tweeted him a gold star that I made really fast. At least I didn't think the right opinion and missed a GG video released from some sort of conspiracy. Like, imagine if some fucking moron, like some sort of fucking moron, imagine if someone was that dumb. I feel that was funny. I feel it was a good retort. I did not get blocked, surprisingly. And he's he's all over the place, and then he asks us to discuss our own opinions and live record it. So he gave me a very clear and just honest reason to do this. And because I'm a petty asshole, kind of laugh. My name is Mike. But yeah, no. Since I'm a petty asshole, I decided to finally, just fucking use HookTube. I've been meaning to use HookTube more and more. Well, I know. In this instance, the mic we're talking about is Mikenactor. I kind of dissociate a little bit. But my problem with Mike has been his content. I'm no saint when it comes to my content. I know it's shit. I try to work on it. I overwork in some aspects where I probably shouldn't. If God, if we want, I've posted my timelines on Twitter before, and I post them way too much. What's HookTube? Oh, it's this great thing. See, it actually rips a video and doesn't give them a view, while also using a similar player to YouTube. So it's less trash. Now, I try not to make my entire content saying Mike Nader, the bread guy that raped his sister. No, it's not that guy. Like an actor, it's all the same to me. It's all French. We're about to watch his most latest video, which is called "Every Twitter Thread Ever," which before then it was actually titled "Trying to Discuss Onision on Twitter." Really intriguing how you decided to change it from this. I'm just gonna respond. Why did you change the title? You actually fucked up on grammar there. Hang on. Actually, this works better. Hey. Okay. Sorry, I was a little too rude. I probably shouldn't do that. Anyways, every Twitter thread ever. We're just going to. Maybe I said daily limit exceeded quota be reset at midnight. You may. Not for me. Let's look at the comments, folks. Press cannot be. Hang on. Okay, the site's falling apart. That's something different. HookTube? Yep. HookTube.
And guys, it's like I've been saying for the last 2 hours. It's so nice that we can come on a platform like this and discuss things amicably and without any animosity. Oh, by the way, anybody got any Devondale?
Oh my god, why do you hate Cheez-Its?
I am only 21 seconds in, and this is gonna give me a goddamn aneurysm. I just know it.
I'm sorry, what?
Why do you hate us? It's because we have more flavor, isn't it? Right?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up, Jesus.
This is 3.5 minutes of life that I don't get back.
You were such a goddamn attention whore. Every football game, party, family gathering, funeral. People are willing to eat you at a funeral.
This is the whole video.
Every single occasion. What do I get? Christ's
okay.
birthday?
I don't understand. I can. Not the gumdrop buttons.
And let's think for a second. Why the hell did Christ give sentience to a cis gingerbread man? Why am I alive?
What the fuck are you talking about? You're practically a dessert. You get to be sweet all the time. All I get to be is salty. Salty and cheesy. That's all I get to be. You have no right to an opinion, cis ginger. Are those dreadlocks?
Yeah? What's wrong?
That is cultural appropriation.
Can I stop this? I wish I could.
They naturally form.
Then wash your hair, cis ginger.
So you're saying that only cis gingers can take...
See, I don't know. I can't tell if he's actually trying to be funny. Because here's the thing. I can understand probably what he's trying to do. I can get it. But usually if you're gonna do shit like this, it's supposed to be funny. You're supposed to put effort and time into this. This is effort, I guess. It's wasted effort. I'm gonna finish this because it's I got less than 2 minutes. You could have not done this and probably made more money. It's not witty.
Take a shower. Do you take a shower?
Yes, of course I shower.
Cultural appropriation. None of this makes any sense. You don't grow hair for one.
I'm glad he admitted it doesn't make sense.
And you don't take showers. We're food. Nobody likes a wet Cheez-It.
Shut up. Shut up, Brad. Shut up.
God, there's still more.
Practically every day.
Yeah, with your Devondale. Duh. Duh.
You realize that I'm gluten-free, right?
What?
I'm gluten-free.
You know, some people compared this to the
I don't get eaten every day.
what was that? The annoying orange?
Unrealistic expectations on me.
The annoying orange is actually compared to this.
Good enough, right?
It should have been nominated for a fucking Emmy.
So sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't know. That's because I didn't tell you. Not everyone shouts their problems from the rooftops. Here, have some Devondale.
Is this a series that he can't tell me this is a thing of Mike? One thing though is that, and Mike often says this, the comedy is subjective, so it is meant to be. This is more social commentary, I feel. I can understand the subjective part when it comes to comedy, and I'll give you that. But this, how do I describe this? If I was forced to watch this for my entire life, I would feel like I lived a lesser life. It's just not the point he's trying to make. Kind of rolls around and around and doesn't really go anywhere. It falls back to, I don't know what it falls back to. It just, he uploaded this yesterday. It originally had something about Onision in the title because of course there's something you can do with it of Onision that gets views. We'll just do dealing with Onision trolls. I've had my moments with Onision trolls, but I mean, a couple fans of his. Kind of off topic, but how tall are you? I've 5'10", 5'11". It really depends on the shoes. Let's read the comments because, or I guess we won't read the comments. Okay. 22 minutes. Oh, fuck you. Doing playback speed 1.25. Apologies for a poor sound and
Hello,
parts.
my little cherry blossoms. How are you going? It's lovely to see you again. It's been an illuminating week. Very interesting. I've learned a lot.
Like
I'm
a
not
Walmart
perfect,
version of DSP.
and I've never presumed to be, or implied that I was, but opening blood sugar. I'm not even ready for that yet. It's way too early. I've never implied, I suppose, that I am perfect. So I don't know. It's confusing.
Consider the
I
shoes.
am back.
Yeah.
After a bit of a break. After a few lost subscribers.
Okay.
I can't control that. I can't control
Is he
if
grabbing
you
food?
don't want to stick around. And that's fine. I'm one person.
Okay.
And it's really
Doing
funny. There's
this.
so many people asking me to be accountable while they are not being accountable themselves. It's a little bit confusing.
Okay. I realize as he said it the second time, he meant to say accountable. In my head I heard a cannibal and I'm like, what did I walk in on? I like Mikenactor and Yourself Fuzz by watching it 2 times. You meander sometimes. It's called poor editing. It's called poor editing, and I know it's bad. Then what did you walk in on, Sammy? The grown man talking about cannibals.
But I'm slowly learning
Full
how the
screen.
internet works. The internet is all about being right.
No.
And I will win the argument right now by saying that I'm not correct most of the time. I've been very wrong about things. And I've reflected. And I don't always
Fuck, you're right.
have the same rate of personal growth that a lot of people do, you know? Like, I'm not going to drive at your pace just because it makes you feel better. And I think that's the problem that a lot of people have on this platform. They just don't want to, they don't want to be engaged or empathetic or actually want people to be better or grow. They literally just want to feel good about themselves. And that's what I feel like a lot of...
Hold on. No, there's a lot of empathetic people on this fucking website. You would have to be... I guess I'm feeding into what he's saying here. You'd have to be a moron to not think that. You can find some of the fucking nicest people in the world on here. You can find some of the biggest assholes in the world. But what? Especially when he doesn't make up.
The anti-O's are. Not all of them. Some of the anti-O's have been brilliant. And I feel like I don't stress that enough. Like, some of the anti-O's are so supportive. They're really good people.
I've met some good people, yeah.
But some of them, it's all about them. It's all about they're the victim. They're right. Everyone else is wrong.
Hang on. No fucking shit. You're gonna find that in any community talking about anything ever. You can look at fucking the Slazo situation. How many people thought they were right about certain things, and how many people were going nuts on that? And then when things turn out to be a different way, you're fucking with me. I don't know exactly what to do. Well, we're gonna get into that because I've got the screen caps. I just wanted to talk about his videos a little bit because they're boring, they're embarrassing. But I forgot if it was. Hang on. Flip the. Okay. So he's talking about criticism in this video, which I find adorable because he cannot handle criticism. We brought up the kill yourself tweet, which not a good look. So anytime you criticize him, he thinks that you're part of an Onision group trolling thing. I'm starting to think these people are in league with Onision. Or why are they personally trying to derail things? Why else do they mock trauma and instigate infighting? Why would they continue when the victims have asked them to comment on the wing bit? You know that one names. Exit of Discord. That's your opinion. You don't like. I mean, okay. I won't disagree with you there on that, Ames. I would just say that he needs to like. There's a lot of shit you can like the burps and shit. He should edit out. It's unnecessary to the videos. That is my opinion there. I won't disagree. Yes. Things I've learned about the internet. Everyone is an expert. People mostly call people out for having for attention rather than having a holistic problem. If you swim upstream, they will hate you. If you question the narrative, they will hate you. Rare people are rare. I might be having issues with my mic volume. Hang on. Filter. Yeah, better. Nope. Trying to see something here. Okay, is this might just be coming in more accurate now. We good? I just fucked with one setting, so we should be good. Yep. Okay, alright. That works. That works for me. I have this all set up to my old mic, so it was all fucked. You cannot imagine how annoying my old mic used to be with, like, certain things. So I need to fuck with Discord, too. I'm trying to find some more here. Shit. Okay. So he's actively in people's DMs, sending stuff like "die in a house fire." He's tweeting "kill yourself" to people, and he has the mild audacity to criticize other people, mock other people for calling him out on it. And it's like this one here. Okay. But it was just a question, but sarcastically telling someone to harm themselves is okay and something to joke about. Personally, I don't mind it, but I don't mind it if people aren't hypocrites. And he's a hypocrite. He talks about dealing with trolls and all that because people are like saying to him, dude, you know, it's kind of fucking dumb to tweet this shit out. It's not a good look. It's really not a good look. It's not good PR for him. Him tweeting this is not going to do him any favors with anybody, and then going and saying, oh, I've lost some fans because I haven't talked about Onision or whatever. Fuck, where is that? Okay, this is... I really need to clean my shit up on my screen, I know. So yes, it just starts... If someone starts with the kill yourself jokes, it means they need to get some fresh air. I mean, look, here's the thing. I like banter. I really do. I mean, I have been told over the years some horrific shit, some of which I could never repeat on YouTube because I would get fucking banned immediately. I spent a lot of time playing Xbox. I've heard shit. I've heard shit likes of which people wouldn't believe. But oh, here we go. Here we go. I don't like hypocrites. That's my thing. I do not like hypocritical assholes. I think most of the entertaining thing is the crocodile tears coming from Onision fans posing as anti-O's. I need to get my mug out and collect them all. You aren't fooling anyone. Telling people commit suicide isn't edgy or comedic, though. I don't think I'm very okay with this take. It's a bad take. I mean, between, like, okay, if you and your friends are fucking around and it's personally, like, you both know your senses of humor and all that, that's fine. I don't mind people making jokes with friends about things that they know that they're working on. Tweeting to a random person, kill yourself, is just kind of a fucking asshole move, and it's something you shouldn't do. I have friends, we joke about fucked up shit. Because we know our senses of humor, we know the kind of shit that we level. Some boomers shooting is trending for some reason. Ah. Call off King. I mean, he's where is this at? Okay, here we go. Now, I also have some personal criticism of how many Onision... Yeah, Hey. So yes, I do have a personal opinion that he makes way too many Onision videos. People have levied criticism towards like people like me and Repsion about having a ton of videos on Onision. I don't feel like a lot of us do. There's a lot of people that discuss it because there's shit to discuss. But I would be lying if I didn't say what I feel Mikenactor has. You guys talking about Joy Sparkle? People in the chat are. I need to look more into Joy Sparkle because that's a fucking shit show in upon itself. That's a 2-hour long stream. And I just am not ready for that. But yeah, so what he says is, funny how people complaining about the amount of videos I've made on Onision. 1, don't have a platform of their own. 2, don't understand what's required to create a platform. 3, are unwilling to apply themselves to make it happen. The majority enjoys, thus I make more. And look, here's the thing. Other people said it. If it's kind of transparent why he's doing it, and I can't entirely judge him because for a lot of people, I think even somewhat myself included, those are the most popular videos because there's a lot to talk about with Onision. But the problem is the way he acts about it, just because someone's criticizing you, it's fucking tweets. If it really doesn't bother you that much, ignore it. I mean, Onision's the most prolific lore because the amount of shit he does, people compile it to files. Yeah. Mikenactor literally thinks Onision's always talking about him when most of the time hasn't mentioned him. Onision will talk about Repsion and Michael acts like it's about him. Yeah. I mean, look, I can't judge the hustle. And for some people, they can make a career. But, I don't know. You know? Now, then there's this tweet, which I feel is hypocritical. I really feel is hypocritical. People like Onision content, they just don't like Onision's content. People enjoy genre and tragedy, and whilst he's not a popular creator, he's an extremely popular topic. Ironic that his quest for fame and money ends with failure feeding wealth and fame of others. And he says, poignant. It's... Yes, no shit. People don't like watching Dark Side Phil, but they enjoy watching Dark Side Phil related content. Started making me think twice about some of the dudes hating on Onision, and some of them seem real funny to me. I mean, I can't... I wouldn't disagree with you on some of it. Real Stream News still covers Onision. And that fucker is the skeeviest prick on this website. But But Mike, yeah, no shit. You can say this about tons of different people. I'd say Jordy Jordan, Wings of Redemption, is another good one. People don't care about Wings and his content. People don't care about Darkside Phil and his content. But they care about the content that people make about them and around them. And is Real Stream still alive? Yeah, sadly. Said a couple times, very upfront. He's in love and he's selling content for money. I mean, if you put out good shit, whether you're for money or not, because in the long term, a lot of people like making money. I can't disagree with that. I like money, but I'm not. I'm the first Onision video I did. I expected like 100 views because at that time I was getting like the Winnie Wisconsin video was like a weird surge, but it didn't bring people in. Like it blew up, but I got nothing from it. I was like, okay, cool. And it got even age gated because I was talking about dog cock. But the first Onision, hey. I mean, hey, who doesn't? But J to the R to the D. God damn, my name's so say love you. It's just, for some people it blows them up. It gets them really big, and I can't deny I got like a ton of subscribers from that. But I didn't expect it. I was just expecting like 100, maybe 200 views, and then I'd go to make a video about COD like I planned. You ever talk about the guy who made $10,000 live stream when Tony was home? I did. Billy the Grifter. I can't deny I've lightened up on what Billy did over time because I still think he softballed it. That's Billy the Fridge. Yeah, I just call him Billy the Grifter because he is. He's not. I can't deny he's a grifter. He's an IRL live streamer. He has to be. But I have lightened up on my stance on the stream because at first I was just like, why the fuck are you softballing it? And then he let him hump him, which he actually he let Onision dry hump him. But looking back, yeah, Rob Clark just said Billy had good intentions but shitty execution. He should have been a little firmer, and he should have kind of. I mean, obviously it was impromptu, and there was no planning for it. But he should have found a way to get Onision to slip up more. Because essentially, he was giving it all to Onision. Well, not all to Onision, all to Billy. But Billy just didn't really know where to go with it. And it was impromptu. I am glad he apologized, because it did come off as fucking shitty, some of the things. It was a mess. But I've grown to kind of respect Billy a little more since then, because I was completely nervous. Well, not nervous, like I was completely surprised at the time that it even got to where it was. Oh, and I want to talk about this image. So he decided to tweet out this thumbnail, which obviously is an image of Onision with a shaved head as background. New video. And then it's Onision shaves his head and goes to races. It's literally just fucking a playthrough of Hitman 2, but with awful clickbait. And this face. Pretty sure Billy and Oniboy used to be pals. They did. They were friends. Did a few collaborations together. Trying to find. Oh, yeah. Where's it at? Now, I tweeted at him something as well. Hang on. Oh. That's what it is. Oh shit, he deleted this tweet. Okay. So where's Guero? I need to find this guy's account. Oh. Here we go. All right, we're gonna do one thing here, folks. I realize it is. I realize this stream is very messy and it falls apart a lot. I would say I try not to do that, but I'm also just kind of an idiot. Okay. Here we are. This is the part in this video I want to pull up. Oh.
Who'd have thunk it?
Oh.
It's funny you call us cowards because we didn't want to talk to you. Or like, well, the not better things to do with my life. One sock account.
Alright, here we go. I went on waited for full hour for Guero or whoever to come a chat. Come in a chat. Which, by the way, I'm sorry. I've made my stance on you now very clear. Who the fuck unironically uses you now? In 2019. But then who alone uses you now in 2020? Who uses it in 2015, 2016, 17? You now, if you don't know what you now is, congratulations, you're normal. Go to Wendy's. Go to McDonald's or something. I'm sorry. That was an awful joke. But like you now is just awful. Yeah, even Amberlynn Reed stopped using you now. There is Twitch, there's YouTube, there's Periscope. There's so many different things. Why in God's green earth would you want to... Hey, I mean, a lot of us aren't normal. I know what you now is. I'm implicating myself in that, Lyra. But yeah, no. Like, there's Periscope. There's so many different... Even using TikTok is less embarrassing than using you now. Unfortunately, no, I die inside knowing it. It's the fact that anyone, Mike especially, uses it, which in this image, Mike looks creepy as shit. What's happening with tumors? I wish I knew. I'm not gonna lie, I wish I knew what was going on in the chat there. So yeah, I responded to this tweet, but like a pussy, Mike deleted it. Are we still talking about Mikenactor? Yes, we are. Mikenactor, I get his name right when I care about him. Yeah, no, so I responded to this tweet, and he ended up deleting it because, again, he talks about people online harassing him that are cowards, yet he deletes tweets. Like what? Okay. Oh, I am getting a phone call. Hey, don't know who it is. Goodbye. Okay. I'm gonna switch back to this here. So I said to him, wow, you went on a dead platform and wonder why nobody showed up. That's a smart idea. Totally not stupid as shit. Don't even care if the guy was in a fucked time zone. You now is trash. I've gone relatively hard on Mike. And I don't feel as bad as I did. Mike seems like a fence setter. There's some people on lolcow, and I didn't pull some of that up because some people are saying like, oh, he's kind of right-leaning, right-wing, and I'm just like, that's not important. But yeah, no, when a guy is in a completely different time zone, one, you try to accommodate to them at least, because that's a respectable thing to do. If I was to talk to someone on like who lives in France or some shit, I would try to find a way to balance my schedule with their schedule and work on it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't just, oh, I'm streaming now, fuck you, and then get pissed when that person doesn't show up because obviously they're not going to. They'd rather sleep than deal with your bullshit. And yes, I'm sorry, I will never go on you now. We have Discord, we have fucking Skype, we have so many different things. I'm not going to use especially in this day and age, you now. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. I have some self-respect. Not much, but some. I'm surprised he hasn't blocked me because I have been relatively rude to him. Skype, what are you, a boomer? I can use Skype on my Xbox, okay? I can use Skype on my Xbox. Ian said it to Keemstar. I laughed. Oh god. By the way, I love how he says the video we watched at the beginning here, which was the shitty bread talking one. I love how we talked about that, and he says it's the best thing he's ever made. Oh, if that's the best thing you ever made, you may as well just end your channel now. Okay. Let me see if he reacted or responded to any tweets here. Oh, here we go. Oh god, you're so cringy and illiterate. Go fuck yourself already. Being there's nobody willing to do it. And then he responds, nobody likes wet Cheez-It, darling. Which one's a bit sad? That he's like... It's the kind of shit that he would do. I'm scrolling through. Okay, so some people on lolcow were saying that he was racist because he retweets stuff like this, which I don't think that like it indicates racism that he's retweeting videos. I think this one was one they pointed out. Where's the other one? They posted something else that was like recent. Oh god, I just realized something. Hang on. Is this video still fucking up? Here it is. Tell you what, you want to hear a pissed off reaction? I have not watched this video and it's 11 fucking minutes long. But he posted a video called Parasite is Overrated. And I really love the film Parasite. Me and my pal Gabe did a review on Parasite. It's, I guess without spoiling anything from the stream or video we uploaded, Parasite is a fantastic film. It's a film so good that I don't know how to describe it without spoiling anything. So oh, sorry, my speaker is going off. I will say this, if you don't like subtitles, you should still watch it because it's amazing. It's one of the best films of the entire decade of the 2010s. It's really good. It's really fucking good. So we're gonna watch his, I guess, attempt to criticize Parasite. It has been produced under context of criticism, commentary, and/or comedy. It has not been produced with the intent for us. Okay, all right. It would say if you haven't seen it, I'd probably turn the stream down because knowing this guy, spoilers are not going to be marked. So I'll try to work around them if I hear a spoiler. Hey, Cardine. Let's see if
Hello, Cherry Blossoms. How are you going?
Oh, hello there.
Today we are talking about the South Korean film Parasite, directed by Joon-ho Bong. The one thing. Blossoms, how are you going?
If you look at the background, it says it correctly. Oh god.
Oh, hello there.
Today we are talking about the South
Bong Joon-ho. That's how it's pronounced in Korean.
Korean film Parasite, directed by Joon-ho Bong. The one thing I know.
That would have been funnier if he had actually done it properly. Bong Joon-ho with those images might have been actually kind of funny.
Of him anyway, directing is Snowpiercer, which is a film I very much enjoyed. I've not seen many other of his films, but I just...
By the way, watch Snowpiercer.
I literally just finished watching this, and I do have to say, I do believe it is a little bit overrated.
All right, that's an opinion. That's an opinion. Let's hear him out. I will hear him out. I've heard out a lot of people on Joker and other films.
I think the film has a really interesting concept. It's just very contrived and heavy-handed in the way that it goes about it. A lot of the...
What? Contrived and heavy-handed?
The film... and the story and the characters feel like they're being bent in a certain direction or for the purpose of a sort of making a point.
If it was me dying...
Okay, did you just describe filmmaking? Let me re-listen to this.
Just feel like they're being bent in a certain direction or for the purpose of a sort of making a point.
No shit. That is literally how every film, television show, movie, game, everything, that is plot. There's an act structure to things. Things have to go in ways. A film where they're all just doing the same thing has been made. It's called Boyhood, and it's not very good. You want Boyhood, Mike.
If it was me dying on the sidewalk, you'd walk right over me.
It feels almost dreamlike in that sense because you're watching something that isn't quite real, but there are so many things that happen in this movie, and I just didn't believe a lot of it. I believed it in the sense of it being a series of events that happen, and you're just sitting there going, this is interesting, this happened, this happened, this happened. It's really hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it.
So, let me re-listen to this. Hang on.
Things that happen in this movie, and I just didn't believe a lot of it. I believed it in the sense of it being a series of events that happen, and you're just sitting there going, this is interesting, this happened, this happened, this happened. It's really hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it.
He's not wrong on that, but the film's... That's a little bit the kind of a point that you're seeing these people slowly dig their way into essentially a different reality than their own. Oh. Also, this is a good scene, and I really don't like the fact this is being shown.
It's really interesting because this family, basically the basic plot of the movie is this family is trying to infiltrate another family in terms of all the people that work for them, including the driver. Like, obviously, this is an upper-class family, a lower-class family trying to infiltrate an upper-class family. So, trying to replace the driver, the nanny, trying to replace the tutors of the upper-class family's children. So, you have all these very interesting, very heavy-handed, sort of unrealistic things that happen.
Explain,
in the film.
fucker.
It's very odd, and like I said, there's a lot of things that are convenient about the film. It's like, there's this house, and it has a secret, basement dwelling, which is for, if North Korea attacks or something like that, it was designed into the house. And
I know he can't hear me, but still.
In this film, where it feels designed, like it feels purposely designed. A lot of the characters are inconsistent. Like, for instance, this whole family is really sharp with certain stuff, and the way that they infiltrate this family is really fascinating and cool to watch.
So, oh my god. Yes, no, I gotta rewind this. I have to rewind this.
There's a lot in this film where it feels designed, like it feels purposely designed.
You mean a good director crafting a plot and a narrative to all mesh together properly? This isn't a criticism. This is in fact praise. You're giving backhanded compliments.
A lot of the characters are inconsistent. Like, for instance, this whole family is really sharp with certain stuff, and the way that they infiltrate this family is really fascinating and cool to watch. But then they actually are in the house, and you kind of stop believing it because they start doing really stupid things. Like, the family, the upper class family, goes away on a camping trip, and they were like, let's break out the whiskey.
Yeah, no shit. They essentially think they have this house for a whole weekend that they can fuck around in. They're poor. They live in deep poverty. Again, trying not to get too deep into spoilers. But during the first scene of the fucking film, one of the first scenes, they see the street they're living on getting fumigated. And they say, oh, you know what? Fuck it, we'll hold our breath and get free fumigation because there were bugs inside the house. So this poison's all around them. But they're holding their breath just because they could get a little free thing. It's the plot of a film, I guess the best way I can describe it is desperate people in desperate situations trying to get something. They're trying to relax because, essentially, one, they thought they're winning. They thought they've won. They have this whole family duped. And I'm not going to spoil much about it. But yeah, no shit, they're going to get fucking hammered.
And they have, like, a whiskey party. And obviously, they make this huge mess for no reason, just as a joke. And then, obviously, they came home early, which is such a... I mean, I expected it to happen, and it happened. And obviously, there's a lot of crazy stuff that happens with the nanny, and, like, it's so much that just happens in this movie, and you think, huh... like, this just feels contrived. And that's the thing. Like, I didn't want to, like, think that, but I was thinking that through the whole film. And it...
Sephora. Gabe should be here for this. And yeah, some of this, like, obviously, as a foreigner, like, until they explained that, oh, they built the bunkers because, you know, essentially, people are terrified that North Korea could bomb the fuck out of it. Yeah, that makes sense when you think about it, because that country is literally, like, always threatening South Korea. South Korea gets threatened with more missiles than we do in the United States. Because they are so close, and because North Korea has been testing a fuck ton of rockets, and they have an unstable leader. So yes, that part of the plot, the bunker, makes sense. When you think about it logically, it makes sense. Oh my god, this is only 4 minutes in.
It actually did take me out of the film. So there's that. I did like the visual style of the film. I loved the way it was shot.
I'm with him on that.
I really enjoyed some of the performances.
The performances were all amazing.
Beautiful, like, and the house was beautiful. I liked that aspect of it. I also liked the visual theme of ascension and descension. Descension's not a word. Descent. Descenting, like when they descended stairs, like when they went into the bunker and when they went down lower.
That's it. The stairs in the film is a metaphor. It's like, it's very surface level if you don't understand entirely film criticism, but it is a pretty good metaphor. I actually like it, and it's very well done in the film. But
class family, when they went home and they went down and it was raining, the visuals were pretty amazing in that
amazingly shot film.
And obviously it's symbolic of class disparity.
Yes.
And it was so heavy-handed that it took me out of the film. I'm not sure. It's
not heavy-handed. It's obviously it's there. No shit. But calling it heavy-handed is disingenuous as fuck.
Really interesting, because it feels like Hollywood has seemingly cherry-picked this film out and has given it a Best Picture nomination. I like June Hoburn. I like his films. I've only seen Snowpiercer. Take from that what you will. I think Snowpiercer is unbelievably just underrated, and I've no doubt that people will try to use that to project some form of racial narrative onto me, like
what? No, it's not that you're racist, it's just that you're a fucking idiot.
I prefer Snowpiercer because it has Western actors in it. Not the case.
Snowpiercer is a great film.
In some cases, I've preferred Asian cinema. I've really enjoyed mostly Japanese films, obviously Akira Kurosawa, although a lot of the West knows of that. Battle Royale. I'm willing to show you my whole collection. But my issue, I suppose, with this film, less with the film and more the way that it's being used as somewhat of a socio-political porn. I don't like that aspect of it. I've brought this issue up before in a video that I made discussing Asian representation in film, and I'll link that below if you haven't watched that. It took a long time to put together, but I did explain this point where I was trying to explain that Hollywood accepts diversity on its own terms. So
I wouldn't entirely disagree.
Film, but it doesn't award films Best Picture, and this is one of the first examples of that I've seen anyway, or that I can recall of a foreign film receiving a Best Picture nomination.
He's not wrong,
this, but
Best Picture. Yeah, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. See, the thing is, a more, but yeah, Parasite is the only winner. So, I think
just upon seeing this and seeing the way that it's being hyped up and reviewed, and all the reviews are positive, and it just feels like nobody can disagree and say that it's actually not that great. Like it's an entertaining film, but it's definitely not the best South Korean film I've ever seen. I would definitely think that Oldboy is better than this film. Has a very powerful point to it, but that's the thing. We get into subjective arguments, and we can also talk about objective flaws in a film. I feel like this film, I don't know, the characters are inconsistent. I think that's the main problem. 1 minute it's...
By the way, I will say this. Oldboy is an amazing film, and it was snubbed for awards here in the West. But calling any of the characters in this film inconsistent is... wow. That's impressive. I in a weird way, I truly feel like he didn't finish the fucking film. Because if you think none of the characters were consistent in this film, you're lying.
Asking you to sympathize with these characters, and the next minute the mother character is literally like slapping a dog away, and you're just like, whoa.
Daddy, chill.
Who are like, all these people are awful. Like I can't sort of gravitate towards anyone. I think if you're going to see...
Okay. I hate this, and I understand where some people have I understand why some people don't, I can't sympathize with bad characters. These people are not good people, but you still can sympathize and empathize with certain struggles, even though they do bad things. It's called, subtlety. I like it when film... Fuck. One of the biggest films of last year, Joker. You sympathize and empathize with the struggles the character has. Just because the character does awful things doesn't mean you cannot empathize or sympathize with that person. I'm baffled by people that don't... characters are supposed to evolve throughout a film. A good character can turn bad, and you can still like that character. You can still like the ideas and the plot purposes behind that character. In fact, I actually like both families in Parasite in different ways. Because there's different aspects to them where you can see that one might be a good person, but maybe a little out there, and maybe a little crazy. Or one that's trying to be a good person, but also trying to keep an employee as an employee. Without saying too much. There's no wrong answer, I feel, in that film on who you should sympathize or empathize with. But saying that you can't with any person is a little odd. It's a criticism. I guess I'll give him that. It is a criticism.
A film about class disparity. I think, honestly, Snowpiercer was a better example. A bit more...
Snowpiercer was more on the nose about it. I love Snowpiercer, but it was not subtle about the class thing. Literally, the closer you get to the front, you have the richer... It's not subtle. It's good, but it's not subtle. Nice false job. I didn't like the Joker movie for reasons, but it was objectively a great film. Also, Joaquin's my favorite. I love villains. Super intrigued by antagonists, too. I feel you on that. I like the Joker. I think it's... If it was not for Joaquin, it would be a far, far lesser film. Joaquin is the anchor point for everything in that film. That's why people are comparing Joker to Parasite. People compare Joker to Parasite without realizing they're like this, like a different genre, different kind of thing. I would say, like, if you really wanted to compare a film to Joker that's out right now, you could probably do... I'm trying to think here. Like, I don't know what you compare to Joker, because this is a different adaptation of different things. But you'd have to look at like the comics and stuff like Dark Knight Returns and The Killing Joke for the Joker. Parasite you can closely compare to other Bong Joon-ho films, but comparing it to the Joker is doing both a disservice, and I don't like people that do that. I think it's also disingenuous.
Layman, you know what I mean? There's this air of like snobbiness when it comes to the Cannes Film Festival. Obviously, it won the Palme d'Or. And, yeah,
there's a level of snobbiness to Cannes.
That's fine, but I do find that they're a bit hit or miss. Obviously, you could tear this to shreds because this is just my subjective opinion.
Of course.
A little bit of objectivity thrown in there. My thoughts on a very popular film, like staggeringly popular, 8.6 out of 10 on IMDb and 99% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes.
Although I question whether or not this is actually about it being a good film and more about the socio-political aspects of awarding a film from South Korea Best Picture.
How many of those reviews happened after the nomination? How many of the reviews happened after the nomination? It's not the socio-political context of it being the best picture, as he says he huffs his own fucking farts. No, it's a solid film. It's a well-made film. Any foreign film should be eligible for Best Picture as well as Best Foreign Film. Because if something is the best in one genre, it should be nominated to be the best in another. The fact that you think, oh, this whole fucking film, the only reason it's nominated is because it's the only reason it's getting so good reviews because it's Best Picture. Bitch, I saw the film before it was even nominated for Best Picture. Fuck you. God. So suddenly people didn't like it. All those reviews are before then. They didn't exist. The moment it was dude.
Although that hasn't happened yet, but watch this space. I feel like Parasite is going to win this year for some reason. And I may be wrong, but we'll wait and see. It'd be interesting to come back and watch this video and see if it in fact does win the main prize. But
it did.
It's interesting because I'm seeing also a lot of comparisons between this movie and Joker for some reason, and
which I don't agree on.
Very different films, obviously, apart from the theme of class disparity, which is quite a theme that's popping up in film. Like it's in a lot of films that I've seen recently. But
class disparity has been a theme longer than I've been alive. No shit. There's going to be films about class disparity when we have class disparity in real life? In different countries. I just got here. What have I missed? Oh, I'm critiquing his critique on a film. I've kind of talked about how he's a bit of a shithead, how he's telling people to kill themselves. I also cover a bit of Onision and a bit of, oh god, who was that one person? I just forgot the beginning of my fucking stream. Wow, I'm getting old. Oh yeah, Keemstar. I was talking about Keemstar earlier as well, because for some reason I just... Is Mike bad person? I speed his videos, I understand, not that bad. English not my first language, but in fact he seems sweet. Here's the thing I'll say about Mike. I don't think he's an awful person, I just think he's misguided heavily, and the fact that he told people to kill themselves is also really fucking dickish. I think that him not trying to own up to his shit is embarrassing. And he likes to call other people out, but he doesn't like to hold himself accountable, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like people that... I don't like rules for thee, but not for me. I don't like people who will critique and criticize people to no end, but cannot take criticism themselves. Criticism is human nature. I get criticism, I accept it. I try to look inwards, I try to figure out, oh, the fuck did I do wrong? Or, oh, did I do something fucking moronic? I mean, I'm kind of an asshole. I admit that. But I own up to things. And like I said, I can't stand the fact we told people to kill themselves. Yeah, and posting like, oh, here's what you should do to speed up the thing, and a photo of rope, ladder, and coconut oil. It's just... He's just a petty little bitch. Fuzz, why are we still seeing this? That's a great question. Thing Joker and Parasite, it doesn't feel like they're catering any political or gender pandering to SJW propaganda, like a lot of movies come out these days. The thing is, I would say they are, but they don't hit your head over it, which is fine with me. I would be considered politically left of center, but I like seeing shit where it's like just different ideas and different concepts, but they didn't feel like somebody hitting you over the head with it, which is good. The best political messages are subtle. You know? A little bit of subtlety never hurt anybody. That's something somebody needs to tell the good majority of Hollywood. Anyways, we're going to continue.
That's the thing. You have to sort of separate. Is the film competently made? Is what the film is trying to say interesting? How does that impact our culture? All sorts of things. So we have to try and review the film on its own terms as opposed to reviewing what it's trying to say, building that up as a positive thing, which I've noticed is a thing that's happening a lot.
We have to build the film up on its own terms, but not based upon what it... Hang on.
Popping up in film, like it's in a lot of films that I've seen recently.
I need to rehear this.
That's the thing. You have to sort of separate
the film.
Is the film competently made? Is what the film's trying to say interesting? How does that impact our culture? All sorts of things. So we have to try and review the film on its own terms as opposed to reviewing what it's trying to say, building that up as a positive thing, which I've noticed is a thing that's happening a lot.
Did he just contradict himself? I heard that, but I feel like my brain's not processing it correctly. We should judge the film. Judge the film on its message, but also we shouldn't judge the film on its message. What am I taking from this? Other than the fact that I'm starting to have a brain hurt moment. This criticism is so dumb you should be shamed for it. This is a scarlet letter of shame, this video. Do the thing. No, not that other thing.
There's also a lot of pretentiousness that I've noticed with a lot of reviews where they're really dismissive of people that don't like the film. I can't say I enjoyed the first 2 acts of this movie. I feel like the last act was really unbalanced. Like, it just, through the whole film, it just became dark and serious, and the first 2 acts were so fun and interesting. I really wanted them.
Okay. I'm going to moderately spoil something. One, that twist was like halfway through the second act, not the third act. Two, this film was kind of that way all the whole way through. There were funny moments after the middle of the second act. This feels so stream of thought. So he needs to hire a fucking editor. This video alone should make him hire an editor. Mike, if you're listening, please God be listening. Hire a fucking editor. Learn how to cut things out of your video. Learn to structure it. I record in a stream of consciousness. I look up everything that I'm researching, and I just kind of go. However, in the editing bay is where I take that, I make a video sound coherent. Believe me, I record like how I stream, which is awful. I stream in a rambly state where I fuck things up and I'm constantly typing. The story was always serious while also being funny. The whole first act is very serious because you see them essentially digging their claws into a family. Ironically, much like the title, becoming parasites. Oh, hey, it's subtlety. But there's always this undercurrent of them possibly getting revealed, this serious thing looming over. And as the film goes on, that serious idea, that serious point just expands and gets deeper and deeper, all the way to the end of the film. And not understanding that is either not having watched the film or not understanding the film. It's fine to not understand a film. It is. There are films that I've seen over the years that I didn't understand until like years later when I came back to it. Into the Void is a really good one on a film I just did not fucking get until I watched it the second time or third time. And not getting a film, it's fine. It happens. You're not supposed to get everything on your first watch. And, you know, sometimes life gets in the way of things. This, I don't even know if he watched the fucking film. Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. Yeah, it took a long time for me to even kind of understand the third act of that film. I still love it. Eternal Sunshine's fucking great. I watch movies a second or third time because sometimes I don't immediately get it. That's what I did when me and Gabe reviewed Parasite. I watched it like twice total because I was like, I gotta watch this again after everything, and kind of started to realize where things were going. And since I bought it on Blu-ray, I've watched it a total of 4 times. And I just want to bitch about one thing really quick. Hey, Universal, hey, Neon, put out a goddamn 4K Blu-ray version of Parasite. It's literally the only standard Blu-ray I have bought in the last year and a half. The only DVD I bought was The Fanatic, because The Fanatic is... it's DVD quality. It really is. Sorry, I just had to bitch about that. It's 2020, 4K, come on.
To wrap this film up in a smart fashion, I thought for some reason, although it would have been really predictable, and I was predicting this would be the case. I thought that the film was going to turn out that the upper class family, like, was part of some sort of honey trap, and that they were actually sort of ensnaring this lower class family for some reason. Oh, Siri, shh. Siri, be quiet. What can you help me with?
I didn't get that.
Oh, okay. What do you think of Parasite, Siri?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
Wow, you should have kept this out.
No, you can go to sleep.
I'm not sure I understand.
Shut up.
Wow, you really could have fucking cut this out.
little bit overrated. I would love to hear what you thought of the film, and obviously this is unscripted and it's just coming out of my brain hole.
Obviously.
So let me know if I missed anything. Keep it civil, and I will see you in the next video. What will it be? Goodbye.
What is an editor?
It's all about humanity.
That's a great question. I wish he knew what an editor was. We're just gonna leave this face up. Yeah, if he has an editor, you better not be paying this person a single fucking dime, because if you are getting ripped off. God, if I ever get this bad, please someone put me out of my goddamn misery. That's all I'm gonna say. Here's the thing. Mike's video is horribly misguided. Even if we just look at his subjective opinions, those are fine. See, I like this theory, but you could have trimmed it down a little, though. It's relatable. I mean, it is, but relatability only goes so far, Ames. I'm sorry, but yeah, his subjective opinions, that's fine. But there are things objectively about the film that he got completely wrong, and I would feel embarrassed if I put this out. It feels contrarian for the sake of being contrarian. It feels like, oh hey, this film popular, I have to say it bad for, I don't know for what reason, but it feels contrarian. It's okay to not like Parasite. It's okay to not like any film. It's okay to not like anything. And there's, did I miss anything? Sort of. We've been going for a little bit here. I've been critiquing Mikenactor's Parasite video. We talked about Mike pulling up a big contrarian Keem energy. It's adorable. Like, Parasite is an amazing film. And I think it's probably one of my favorite films, at the very least, of 2019, which 2019 had a lot of damn good films. But him trying to criticize it because it's Hollywood picking up a popular Korean film finally. I mean, you can criticize Hollywood and criticize, like they're taking films like Parasite, finally looking into that market. Because for a long time, if you were into foreign films, the only award that most likely you would have gotten is, best foreign film. That's the only thing you would have seen, and it's only 5 films, and honestly, some of them aren't even that fucking good. So some of the best foreign films of, I think 2017 were not good. Everyone thinks it's another Green Book? No. Oh, Christ, no. I didn't hate Green Book. I thought it was a fine film. Mahershala Ali, you can't go wrong with. It was well shot, well directed, but it was nothing to write home about. The fact that it won those awards, I don't want to sound conspiratorial, but it really felt like they were just, hey, we need good PR. We need good PR. Fuck it, throw it the Green Book. That's what it felt like. And I say this as someone who liked Green Book. I thought it was a fine film. What all was nominated last year? 2019. Let's see. Yeah, the nominees for those revenue. Yeah, all award shows are political. I mean, yeah. I really do think last year was sort of a fucking mess, because some awards were really great, and then some awards were not. Remember, best film editing for Bohemian Rhapsody. So you can kind of tell it was a fucking joke. And there's some of them where I agreed with, where it's like best supporting actor Mahershala Ali. I liked him in that film, but you had Sam Rockwell, you had Sam Elliott, you had Adam fucking Driver in Black Klansman. But yeah, no, Alfonso Cuarón with Roma, fucking won Best Director, Best Foreign Film, Roma. And guess what was nominated? Best Picture, Roma was nominated. It lost the Green Book. No, Sam Elliott's not the incel guy. That's you're thinking of Elliot Rodger. Sam Elliott is the actor from like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kids, Wyatt Earp and Tombstone. He was in Hulk. He was in Ghost Rider. He was on Justified for a couple episodes. Just recently, he was in Stars Born. You're good. Eventually, I'm going to do a video on Elliot Rodger because there's a lot to go on there. Sam Elliott, Roadhouse. He was really good in a film. What was it called? Oh, The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then Bigfoot. He was pretty great in that, which came out a couple of years ago. This year's award show was good compared to the year before. Played Virgil. Yep. Best animated film, Into the Spider-Verse, which it fucking deserved. There was a lot that year where I was just like, why? Like, hell, ironically, a film that I loved, which was called The Favorite, which is directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, which I think it's just fine. It's a speed thing, people. Other serious things he puts out I take as a joke. Want to spy some information, don't want to waste a view. If you don't want to waste the view, actually, let me drag this over here. There's a website called HookTube. Careful, the gods of YouTube, my Striker channel for time at Elliot Rodger. Okay, Hicks, I could talk about the one that will definitely get me striked off YouTube, which was the YouTube shooter, Nassim Agdam. That is a one day, eventually kind of thing. But yeah, no, if you go on YouTube and you decide to type in, instead of YouTube, HookTube, it will actually bring you to this website, which will not count as a view, because it actually kind of like uses a certain API on YouTube to just take the video on. Eventually, I'm going to talk about some other topics that YouTube will not be fond of. Speaking of not fond, we're about to wrap up the stream because I am going to head out soon. But we're going to talk about Only Use Me Blade. And I'm going to warn you, there will be some gore, folks. Let me... Oh, somebody talked about Danielle Cohen in my DMs. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry, I had to pull up one thing. Oh, Matt, thank you for streaming. You're welcome. I don't blame you guys for wanting to leave when I bring up Only Use Me Blade. I might be talking with like Deadwing Dork soon about two of the different leg men, both Blade and Boogie. I tell you what, we'll talk about Boogie's leg also. Just head out soon, wage slave perhaps. Well, not really wage slaving tonight, but tomorrow I work. There's two leg men. Yep. So recently, Boogie2988 did a mukbang and reviewed Burger Time, the arcade 1-up machine. I still have to get the leg. I fucking do too. I want Blade's leg. If they cut it off, I'm willing to pay $1,000 for it to be preserved and in my collection. It'll be a collection of one. Just his leg. I'm serious. If somebody wants to get me in touch with Blade's people, I am willing. $1,000 super chat. I'm willing. But yes, so here is Boogie's leg. And it does not look pretty, to say the least. We need both legs to come off and Joy World Tour's arm. Oh no. Oh no. Joy World Tour arm, Amberlin's arm, Cookie with Jack's head, Blade and Boogie's leg. Oh no. Lipidemia? Yeah, I have diabetic family members, and admittedly this probably looks better than it did before he lost all the weight, but that does not look good. And then you got the toenails. There is a second image. This one's more zoomed in. So yeah, that is Boogie's legs, folks. I don't see a difference between either legs. The one on the right, it might be just colorization from the camera, but it is definitely darker than. It's like cellulitis. It probably does not, no. In a way, Boogie grosses me out more than Blade. Say what you will about Boogie, and there's a lot of things to criticize Boogie on. I don't disagree with people that want to criticize him. But I would, if at very least, he is not groped and presumably sexually harassed women, why isn't he in a fucking hospital? That is a great question. That is a great question. I don't have an answer. I'll say this, especially compared. That wasn't very Cash Money. I mean, yeah. What does he say? It's for a meme. This is your new merch. That is a cheeseburger. The one thing I'll say is, if we look here, and I'm going to, as far as I can zoom in. Oh, thanks. This leg and this leg, they look bad on the legs. But the feet aren't anywhere near as bad. Like, this one's bruised, weirdly. This one on the left is bruised? It's a cheeseburger. Oh, no. Like, yeah, that looks like a bruise or something. In edema? What happened to him? I mean, this... He was very, like, well, I guess he still is obese, but he was a very, very large man. And something could be a healed scar reacted to a bad circulation. I since he's lost weight now, there's a second cheeseburger. I can't. Why is he stepping on him? That's a good question. I don't want to know why he's stepping on them. I feel kind of horrified. At least his feet look a lot better than Blade's. I mean, I have shown you guys Blade's feet before, and it's some gross shit. But the feet, they're not great, but there's something. The legs really, really look horrifying, and I don't know how to. Oh, I'm gonna show Blade's shit again. Some of it is gone, actually. I think someone's on Mediker's Twitter, actually. Let me go to Mr. Mediker. Where is his Twitter? That would help if I typed in Mr. Mediker Twitter. I gotta find the image, so give me one momente. It is some horrific shit. I will warn you folks, if you do not want to see gore, I don't think there's anything I can say other than this is probably the worst place for you right now. And I'm trying to get past all this Chinese shit because I don't know too much about the Wuhan coronavirus. I'm just trying to find the sweet, tasty blade leg meat. And wow, I really need to buy a non-mechanical keyboard. Okay, I knew it was before a... Really? Okay, folks, hang on. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I see the second cheeseburger. Why, Mike? How much you've had cheeseburger? I don't have that. I don't think anybody around here has that kind of money. I genuinely don't think anyone would have the kind of money for me to eat any of that shit. Okay. This is political shit. Don't care about political shit. Coronavirus. Hey, if the coronavirus kills me, it kills me. Oh. Hang on. I got a phone call from a number that might actually be important. Hang on. Haha, I gotta love bot callers. I'm gonna find it. So someone tweeted Medical, where the fuck did that toe go? I made a video on it, but I don't want to pull that fucking video up. I don't want to hear my voice. I would not blame people if they wanted to fucking strangle me right now. Okay, all right. Okay. Fuck it. We're going to my channel. We're going to my channel. Oh, fuck. Okay. I am a moron. We were watching feet. I'm not worried about the coronavirus unless its symptoms include leg holes. Oh, hey, you need to PM me that Twitch account for your mom. How much suck Blade's infected toe? There is literally no money in the world that could make me do that. I have a weird list for TikTok compilations. It's like crack to me. I feel ya. I used to be into the weird Vine compilations. Those used to be my jam, and then Vine fucking died. Where is Control F? There we go. Are you in the Discord, Meow? Or actually, you should be able to PM me on Patreon. Speaking of, I have a Patreon account. It's down in the description below. We're gonna go to page, I think it's 4. So, of course, I'm gonna warn you guys now. We are quickly about to pull up some horrific images. So if you don't want to see it, final warning. Literally final warning. A 3, a 2, a 1, and gross shit. So yes, I've shown this before, but he literally has these gross fucking holes in his legs, which is a sign of diabetes. A sign of horribly mistreating your body while on diabetes. Kids, let this be a warning and a lesson to you. Those are holes. How? Well, I guess we should probably, I know a lot of people have only seen Blade's legs and his feet, but I guess we should actually watch some of him drinking. Because that's not horrifying at all. Blade drinking. Christ, is there highlights? Is there better highlights than this? PKA clips? No. Fuck it, we'll watch his drunken relapse highlights. Because why not?
I can change your title?
No, because I don't want Korea Cops to find out about it.
Alright. So yeah. Blade's best friend is Jägermeister. Can it be a weakened immune system? It can.
There you go. Okay, sorry. Mega tape, please!
Is that literally gangrene? I don't know what it is, man. So yes, this is his relapse stream. Of all things he likes to drink, it's fucking Jägermeister, which tastes like throw up. Who is that? That is the leg holes guy.
It's only gonna be a double right now. We're just gonna have a good night with some Jaeger.
Oh, hey, Joshua Bulls just subscribed. Oh. It looks like a bad brown liqueur Sprite. I've seen those. A relapse stream? Yes. He was sober before. Okay. One thing we have to talk about. We brought up Keemstar at the beginning of the stream. Fuck it, we may as well end it with him. Keemstar actually really tried to to help Blade out, because Keemstar was friends with Only Use Me Blade for the longest time. He tried literally 3 times to sober him up, to get him to be a better person, which is one of the things that I actually got to give props to Keem for, because he actually tried. However, each fucking time Blade would relapse, and Blade relapsing, like, I almost had a 4th time, right? Almost was a 4th time. But when Blade decided to kick a fucking dog, that's the thing that made Keem just drop his ass. So now there's literally no safety net. There is no safety net for Blade. Which it's fucked up to be laughing about, but also, Blade admittedly, Keem tried. Keem actually tried. Which for all the shit I give Keem, I have to give him props when he does something good, because otherwise I'd just be an asshole. And Keem actually was a good friend to Blade, but Blade essentially used and abused Keem's money. There's no denying that.
Bro, I fucking love Jaeger. I'm sorry, it's the greatest.
The one time Keem tries to do good.
Like Jaeger, fuck you. I know I said wait for the game mode, but
it's been a real bummer stream. It's always a bummer stream.
But we're gonna celebrate the hypeness.
If you're on Patreon, Canary thinks my computer's the worst. Dog's crying. Oh, ooh, meow. Why'd he kick a dog? I don't know. He wasn't sober.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Big wins, big shots. Let's go. I'm gonna take a double Jaeger bomb for the win.
By the way, you can hear the kind of person Blade becomes when he gets booze in him. We'll go back to about 20 seconds. The relapse.
Boom.
You can hear he sounds kind of normal, like a normal person.
By Twitch. There you go. Okay, sorry. Megatane Bleach with the 250. What?
Like, he seems like a nice enough guy when he's sober. He really does. What the hell is Jaeger? Jaeger is, you can see in the background there, Jägermeister. It is a, what is that description of this video, Fuzz? Oh, don't bite the dick that feeds you. Yeah, that's a reference to, in a weird way, I guess, every single person I've talked about. It's a rule to live by. Don't fuck with the kind of people. 1, don't fuck your audience over. 2, don't shit on your audience. 3, don't be a fucking prick or a drunken asshole. Essentially, don't bite the dick that feeds you. I never said my analogies were very good, okay? But yeah, Jägermeister, it does taste like black licorice, and it tastes, I guess the best way to describe it is, as you get older, it tastes better, but when you're young, it tastes like ass. The first time I had it was like 15, and I was like, whoa, it tastes okay now, but...
Megatane Bleach, you are a legend, friend.
We're gonna... You'll notice he starts to become more of a prick as the stream goes on because of the booze. And he starts to get a distant look.
Wins, big shots. Let's go. I'm going to take a double Jaeger bomb for the win. Let's get it.
Let me see if I can find something on IP2 really fast.
And then I'm going to go pee outside. So I'm going to do a double Jaeger bomb and I'm going to slam this water. All right? Powered by Twitch.
Hang on.
Oh, I got a dirty hort tit on my ground. You guys want to see my dirty hort tit? Unfortunately, this is a stress ball that someone sent to me. It's literally covered with dirty debris. Oh, that's so depressing.
Oh, Jesus.
That's so depressing.
Hang on.
Big shots. Thank you guys for all the donations. Thank you for an awesome stream. We're going to keep on going. I'm going to save some water after this, and we're going. All right, cool.
Fuck. I'm trying to find something.
Okay, well, that deserves a shot, right? $2.50 for a shot. We're fancy around here. Right.
Where is it at? They're doing something.
We're gonna get another win. If we do a win, I'll take a double. If we don't get a win, I'll take a single. We'll figure it out. Bro, I think this alcohol's having an effect on me in a weird way, bro. I don't know what's going on here. 115. It's a G Mungie orgy. 115. It's a G Mungie orgy.
Okay.
It's a G Mungie orgy.
Here we go.
115. They love it. It's a G Mungie orgy. Holy shit, no!
Okay. So we're gonna skip from there because there's not much in this video. Just seeing him get horribly depressing. Why is someone not sending me 250? That's a great question. I guess we'll look a little bit at the let me rewind this back to 0. Of course, this relates to noted creep, weirdo, and former IRL streamer, Ice Poseidon. Ice Poseidon is not a good person. He's a fucking sex pest as well. He used to stream Fortnite. Now they drunk stream on an RV. We'll get into that one in a minute. Oh, it's not gonna. Oh.
I have a drinking problem. When I drink.
This is literally the third time Keem tried to save him.
I'm your host.
This last year, not even a fucking year.
That's a little progress right there. It's not just you guys are trying to kill me.
Okay, I'm just skipping ahead.
Who told you that? We got 5 people watching the stream downstairs.
I literally told you motherfuckers to not watch the stream. Okay, whatever.
I don't think Ice was in the RV, but I think so, T-Pose.
Alrighty. Blade, we have issues. We have concerns. Blade, we care about you. We actually do. I mean, I think you're cool. That's why I invited you to come here. I think you're fucking awesome. But, dude, the fucking drinking is... I mean, I don't think the drinking's, like, bad. But it's how you are when you're drunk. That's really bad. I mean, you've seen streams of yourself when you're wasted, right? Yeah. What do you think about it?
When I drink too much. I get too fucked up. I'm aware of it. I've cut back. Like, I didn't drink all last week. I just kept it the weekends.
I mean, I care about you, and I want you to get fucking, you know, whatever you want for your stream. If you want to get drunk, like, I don't really care. But I don't know. If you can't control yourself, then you should find something else.
This is genuinely sad.
And, I mean, I've never done intervention before.
I think so, Mio.
I don't really know what else to say other than stop fucking getting so wasted, but...
I feel like if nobody does this, or at least gives it a try, it's just going to continue.
By the way, something I did not know for, I guess, years, I just perpetually thought he was like 16. Annie Milanakis is like fucking 50. Annie Milanakis is 50 years old. I believe he's close. Hang on. Well, Annie Milanakis age 44. He's 44. He's 44. He's close. He's close to 50. What'd you do this for? If I had a friend, one, I would not have cameras on when I'm going to give him an intervention. Okay, but he looks like maybe 20, late 20 to 30, maybe. But he's 44. But no, if I was doing something like this, I would I would try to work with them, but I'd do it in private. I would not have cameras on them. I would not be live streaming it, because this is also when fucking Ice Poseidon was doing this, he was streaming this. Schmandy Schmilonakis. Oh god. But yeah, no, I would not be recording this, I would not be streaming it. I would be working with them in private.
Day in and day out, day in, day out. When you see the level of fucked up you get...
I'm gonna...
Yeah, that's Cassandra, that's Cassandra.
Well, very nice to meet you. I'm about to go back in the stream.
You're locked out of the house, you're stuck outside.
Please give me some water, bros. No, give me some purple water. Other thing, dude. No, I ain't drinking that shit.
I saw that, Augie. I just got a notification.
And to the extreme...
But yeah, no. He genuinely, like, if you go back to this clip, I mean, fuck, look at him. Look at him. He can barely form a fucking sentence.
No, give me some purple water. Another thing, dude. No, I ain't drinking that shit.
He's like, he drinks himself to that point, even to this day. In fact, really quick here, we're going to do one thing. Again, props to Ice Poseidon 2. They're at their new home at Set It, which is Reddit, but not as trash. Again, props to them. S/Ice Poseidon 2. I gotta give the people who heard him. I don't even know. But yeah, this is. I mean, we're just gonna pull this up here. Grown man also wears a diaper. I had to say that as well, but this is his life now. He sleeps in an RV with other people like him. Oh, Jesus. That is his piss. Who has a diaper on? Blade. Blade right here. If you look at his ass especially, it's been noted that he wears diapers. He's in a fucking diaper. He drinks himself to the point where he pisses himself. Just throw a whole leg out or save a leg. There's no helping Blade. I'm gonna really quick. Do I have another clip that I pulled up from Reddit? It's. Oh, is this a fist fight? This is a fist fight. Hang on. It's a lot of alcohol, like you wouldn't believe. I can't understand wanting to booze yourself up to the point where nothing is like nothing makes sense for you anymore. Okay, is this just not gonna load? Okay, fuck it. I guess this will do. Thank you, Reddit knockout thing. Okay, so this is apparently a fist fight.
What the fuck? You have 0 cigarettes left, bitch.
Shut up. Make your own content.
Wallet up there?
Shut up.
Because I can't find my wallet now.
Make your own content, dude.
Up there in the room, it was a blue little bag.
No. Make up your own content and figure it out there, little guy.
Toe hole update.
Make up your own content.
Toe hole update. They paid for it.
Oh.
You relax.
Make up your own fucking.
Relax.
Make up your
Relax.
shit. Make up your shit.
I will stop you.
Make up your shit, dude.
I will stop you. I will stop you. I will stop you.
Tell niggas some shit,
Get
dude.
smacked, bitch.
You will get smacked, bitch.
Hey, make up your own.
Give me a toe hole update.
Make up your own content, dude.
Give me a toe hole update.
Make up your own. Fuck you, dude. What the fuck's wrong with you, dude? What the fuck you smack me, dude? Faggot. Yeah. Drop your phone, dude. There's your content, dude. What the fuck? Don't ever touch me. Fuck you. Sit down, little guy. Sit down. Sit the fuck
There's
down, dude.
more to this.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude.
I have to describe one thing, because I'm probably going to. My next stream next week might just be about IRL streaming, because this is Jerry Springer without regulation. Does this make sense? These people are just awful, awful people. His pants, yeah, that's not a good look for anybody. I mean, I might seriously have to do a dive on how fucking awful all these people. I might see if Claw might be down for this, actually. But Jesus, this is some fucking insanity. And the thing is, we're not even halfway done with this clip. I'm gonna continue with this because it's just some horrifying shit.
Fuck you, dude. Go to sleep, little bitch. Go to sleep, bitch.
Go to sleep, little bruises.
Sleep,
Say, go to sleep, little bruises.
Why would you fucking hit me, dude? Why would you fucking hit me, dude?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Why would you fucking hit me, dude?
Why the fuck would you hit me, dude? I would never hit you like that, dude.
I'm sorry.
I would never hit you like that, dude. Fuck you, dude. Chicken, get off him.
Hey, Chicken, get off him, dude. I'm sorry, dude. Chicken, get off him. I'm sorry, dude.
Go away, dude. Dude.
Yeah, he's bleeding.
Give him a fucking,
Give him a napkin or some shit.
Can I please go to sleep, dude?
That blood does not look good.
I'll clean you up.
You're bleeding for. Oh my god, you're bleeding. I would. Contact. Use a bitch. Sleep. I would never touch you like that, dude. I would never touch you like that, guy. I would never touch you like that.
I'm sorry, dude.
Oh no.
What? I would never do that, dude, because that's super mean of me, dude.
But you kind of did.
I didn't. I did not. I did. No, I'm above that. So sit down. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll take this as an L. I'll make more money tomorrow, and I'll figure it out. Give me water. There you go. Plug it out.
What the fuck?
So, yeah. Oh no, Claw discovered those? Oh no. Matthew, no. But yeah.
What the fuck?
One second. Let me...
I didn't.
All of these people are just indicators of douchebags. All of these people are just some fucking disgusting. Just let me see if I can find. Let's go clip archive. We're gonna try to find something today. How about that? We're gonna try to find something from today. Okay. Here's something. IRL enables this behavior. Audio problem fixed. They all absolutely feed each other's negative aspects. Please let it be something positive. Okay, Hicks, I'm not going to lie to you. I have too much respect for you. It's not really positive. I mean, it's better, but it's not positive. Would he even accept help? I don't think he would. Hey, Anna. I'm disgusted and still here. I will read the title that someone made for this one on Streamable. Blade drank some cum gay. That is the title. I'm just reading what they say.
Marco brought over this big five-headed bitch that fucking blew him and my boy TC, and he nutted in the Magnum and threw it in a fucking cup. And in the morning, I was so fucking dehydrated, I woke up, filled the cup, drank the water, and the semen-filled Magnum hit my teeth.
Oh, no, Blade, why did you tell me that? Why would you tell that to anybody, Blade?
I don't give a fuck. Hey, you know, I'm about DeMarco brought up.
Blade. I don't even. That. Probably something you shouldn't admit. Probably. Oh, Christ, hang on. So this next one has a descriptor that pretty much just spoils what the fuck happens in it. Blade's Captain do Viagra film explains birds and bees to... That's hell of a name. Turns out Blade's advances regrets his life. Blade sold man's Viagra.
You want some Viagra? Here it is. Here you go. That's for you, though. I don't need that shit.
Oh, this is Viagra. Let's get weird, dude.
You want to take a Viagra?
Fuck it, dude.
Let's take a Viagra.
Let's take a Viagra.
Are you going to take one?
I'll take one. If you take one, let's take one.
Listen.
What's that?
That's a rubber.
It's a rubber?
It's used for sex.
That's a rubber.
Sex use.
That's a rubber.
Okay, here's an awkward question I'm going to ask. One, why is this grown man, like, I'm not going to judge if he's gay or straight or whatever. Oh, you're good, Augie. Like, why in just this weird, awkward situation is he pulling out a condom and Viagra while it looks like they're just sitting at a table? It's very... This is awkward.
Sexual seduction.
That's a rubber.
That's a rubber.
I'm about to fuck you up, shooter.
Do it, pussy.
Listen, Blade, it's your fault. You got me drunk.
How did I get you drunk, dude?
You got me so drunk, man. I can't do this shit, man. You're destroying me, bro. I can't do this shit, man.
Wholesome dinner conversation.
I was talking to Casey on the phone.
Then don't. I didn't make you do anything, dude.
I just love being drunk and being a fucking asshole. I just love it so much, man. It's so fucking satisfying, man. You can't even imagine it. It's like
You know why? You know why, Captain? Because you don't love yourself when you're just yourself. So you want to be drunk and you want to feel you're loved. Let me get that Viagra, dude.
Let me find a couple more videos before we end the stream.
Here you go. That's the for you, though. I don't need that shit.
Oh, this is Viagra. Let's get weird, dude.
You want to take a Viagra?
Fuck it, dude.
Let's take a Viagra.
Let's take a...
Let me find one more thing here. Okay. I don't remember which one this one is. So we're just gonna take this and we're gonna drag this in here.
On Blade's channel. Bullshit.
For what?
Sounds like the Rewired Soul. Oh, you're not
For
wrong.
what?
What is that shit, dude?
That's piss, dude. Drink that shit. Me?
Yeah.
Why would I? This is not piss, bro. This is fucking apple juice. Oh!
Okay.
It's on you. It's on you. His piss is on you. That's a guitar break, bro.
Today is gonna be the day that you know I'm pissed in the
I'm gonna
cup.
toss this shit out. I'm gonna toss this shit out.
Is that really pissed in?
Yeah. It is. It's
You drink your own piss.
No, I didn't.
So he drank piss.
Poured a little bit on you. I didn't drink it. I did not drink it. What are you guys doing to me? You guys are making me drink alcohol.
I didn't make you do shit, dude. Oh!
Fucking get rid of it. Get rid of it, please. Get rid of it now. It's not my fault. It's your fault. You're fucking disgusting.
Christ.
Handle your fucking liquor for sure, dude.
I need to find.
It's not my fault.
How is it? You
It's
pissing
not my
it?
fault. It's not my fault. Get out of here.
Try to find one more fucking thing here.
For what?
For what?
What is that shit, dude?
That's piss, dude.
Imagine even drinking a little bit of your own piss on purpose. Sorry, there's a lot of clips for different things. I'm just trying to find the right clip because there's a lot going on. Oh, we got tow update. We got tow update from, when was this? A couple days ago. Folks. This is the last one. This is the last clip of the stream because I'm gonna get something to eat. I was asked this, but why? That's a great question. I wish I had an answer, if I'm being honest. The last clip of the stream. We're gonna talk about one or two more things after this, but this is the last clip. So let me. Okay, and all right, toe update. We're gonna see the toe again. Warned you guys, it's gonna be gross.
Damn, they're talking hella shit. That's what they do. Oh, that shit. That's how sick.
Get a light. Get a light on.
Oh my god. What's he doing? For sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
No! This is how you heal that shit, bro. It's some good light. Yeah, heavy duty light does that shit, bro.
Oh, baby. Look at that. That toe is coming off. That toe is coming off. Was I have a weak stomach, you're lucky. Hey, you're good. Oh, come on. Stable image. Oh. That's as good as we're gonna get. That toe. The toenail. Everything about this. That toe is coming off. I don't know when. I don't know where. That toe's coming off. Call dibs on its toe if both legs are gone. Yeah. All right, we're gonna stop looking at clips. We're gonna go. Well, I'd hope if I click the right thing there. Yeah, I see puking. I feel dread. Yeah. Oh yeah. Where is I want to say this is page 6. The Kiwi Farms thread page has been blowing up. Love their how we're all vlogging and not taking them to the hospital. Do you think those people would be let into a hospital? Do you really think that anyone would let those streamers was merp, which is depressing, Girk? Woke up from my nap. I'm sorry, Rainbow. I'm sorry. I feel awful. I feel awful. We've seen that toe a few times, and it's not great. How do you live like that for real? I don't know how the fuck you want to live like that. But I figure as a tease for the next stream, because I'm forgive you. As a tease for the next stream, I figure I may as well bring up the woman he's with, because we're definitely going to have to talk about her in the next IRL stream, because so Monday he was with a woman named Corinne. And Corinne is a nutbag that makes Blade look sober and living with a happy family. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. I wonder if I can find the Corinne clip that hang on. Corinne in the hood. Please tell me. Okay, please tell me there's a timestamp. Oh, comments are... Fuck you, Corinne. This is not the right stream anyways. Hold on. This nut still fucking streams IRL shit every single day. Oh, I guess that might have been... Okay, well, I don't have the clip. I'll find the clip, but... yeah, Corinne goes into the hood, and, it's some nutty shit, is all I'm gonna say. What the hell am I looking at? You're looking at a Blade and a crackhead, I guess the best way to describe it is crackhead. Please, I wish I could zoom in closer. This face is all you need to know. You think she sucks as oh no. Discount Pam Anderson looking. Hey, that's a dig to Pam Anderson, man. I don't blame you, Nina. With that though, I'm going to end the stream for tonight. I had a good solid 2.5 hours. I don't know what to describe other than I'm well, okay. Tell you what, before we end the stream, before everybody leaves, I'll bring up a couple things. One, I'm looking into Lion Maker for a potential video. I'm going to do a second full up video on Davi Vanity soon, because for time, and by time I meant for my editing time, I'm limited to about less than 30 minutes for that one, because one, I didn't talk about all the accusations. Two, I didn't talk about the awful music. Three, I didn't talk about just how much of a creep he is. I talked about a lot of how a creep he is, but I didn't talk about all of it. I could have done another 30 minutes on that alone. But the Lion Maker stuff I'm looking into, because there's a lot with that. Some people ask me to look into Rewired Soul, and I'm going to look into him for a video. I don't know if I'm going to make a video on him, but I know I'm doing that. For next week's stream, I'm not entirely sure on the day, but I'm hoping Wednesday. Definitely want to talk about the IRL streaming community, because I've touched on Blade mostly, because Blade's the one outside of IRL Stayed away for 1 a.m. for a rotten fucking time. I'm sorry, Nina. But there's a lot of other fucking nuts in that community. Ooh. Hey, a tease before we go to the outro. Hang on. Okay, I will not forget this. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm gonna end this stream. Well, sort of end this stream with a reference to another famous YouTuber at one time, Andy Worski. Andy Worski is still on YouTube. However, we're going to talk about the time him and a man named Failure and a couple other people pulled out a gun on live stream and screamed, "Stay back!" Me and Claw referenced it a few times during our Onision streams. Andy Worski does? I have opinions on Worski. I don't think he's an awful person. I just think he's dense. And I think this is where he's the most dense.
Yeah, he was all bark.
So I should give some context. They got into a fight because someone sent them an incredibly racist super chat saying that they hated Nick, KHNICK, ERs. And when the text-to-speech chat bot says that word, it sounds like a racial slur. And there's no denying that, because we'll hear it. We'll hear it in a minute. But I had to give that for context. And we're going to skip back to about 59 seconds.
Yeah, he was all bark, no bite.
They got in a fight with these guys. They got in a couple scuffles, but they all walked away. This is them running into these guys again.
Yo, I stand your ground. Here he is.
Stand your ground, sir.
Stay back! Stay back!
Andrew, grab the fucking
What?
speaker.
Stay back, stay back. Go, aim. Stay back, guys. Go, Alex.
Now, a lot of people believe that Andy Worski, Failure, and the other kid, who I'm going to call just Timmy because I can't remember his fucking name, essentially were trying to get in a fight or a gunfight for essentially extra views and super chat money. We will see really quick how well that turns out for them.
Stay back, stay back, stay back.
Also, Andy's voice is about to go hot.
Stay back! Stay the fuck back! Stay back! Stay the fuck back! Get the fuck back! Get the fuck back! Get back! Get back! Get back! Get the fuck back!
The fucking super chat!
Get the fuck back!
We hate Nick.
Stay the fuck back! Aim!
Calling the cops now.
Aim!
We hate
Stay the fuck back! Stay back! We will defend ourselves! We will defend ourselves! We will defend ourselves! Stay the fuck back!
You can't even see. Well, it.
Back! Stay the fuck back! We will defend ourselves! We will defend ourselves! Do you hear us? We will defend ourselves! We will defend ourselves!
Stay back!
Go to fucking jail! We will defend ourselves! You're on camera! You're on camera! Stay back! Stay back!
Now, something I should say. The fact that he recorded all of this only made it worse for him.
Back! Pull it out, pull it out, pull it out, pull it out! Stay the fuck back! You wanna get shot? Stay back! Fucking piece of shit! Fucking knock you out, bro! You'll get shot! You'll get shot! You'll get shot! Stand the fuck back!
Andy, do not approach them.
Now, I'll be ready in a bit, Tristan. I'm about to finish up my stream. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, no. This is good advice. Andy is going to completely throw it away in like 1 second.
Hey, get away from them now,
buddy! Go!
Get away
aim,
from
aim, 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 buddy! You're getting shot! You're gonna get shot! You gotta get shot! You gotta get shot!
Why is he screaming at these people? That's a good question. As I mentioned, there was a little bit of context I missed out on, but they got in a fight with these guys because of racist super chats. Because somebody said they hate Nick, Knhik, and the super chat bot says it as a racial slur, the text to speech. And then now he's screaming because Andy Worski, I guess, is high on cocaine.
You're gonna get fucking...
Walk away.
Hold this, hold this.
Do not approach them. They're walking away now. Get away. Hey.
Good advice, but he's not going to listen to.
All right, you're leaving.
Follow them, follow them, follow them. Follow them, follow them.
He screams, stay back, and then he says, follow them, follow them, follow them.
Start a fight again. Force me to draw my leg. Yeah, I think George and
They're getting arrested. They assaulted my friend. They're gonna get away.
You look like minions. Yeah.
It's holstered. Let's put it away. They're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere.
Here we go. This is the best shit.
No, sir.
They were assaulting me earlier.
But they were walking toward us while we were asking them to stand back.
There was 2 guys on me.
Dude.
Yeah, but no, but they had separated.
Aiden, you come in right at the end. I was talking about IRL streaming at the end.
When that happened, when I saw the swing, I went up to him.
And then your buddy pulled out a gun and pointed at everybody.
It's
on here. It's on video.
And they're running towards us.
Huh?
What's gonna happen to Alex?
He may be going to jail for aggravated assault.
He
doesn't have to.
You caught me right as I was about to end the stream, Aiden. Anyways, shout out before, as I've mentioned, Aiden Paladin. Go subscribe to Aiden. But yeah, I talked about Only Use Me Blade's Toe. I've talked about Andy Worski. I've talked about Mikenactor. I've talked about a lot. I'm coming in. I gotta grab my food because I got Uber Eats coming, but I'll be in for Halo in like 4 or 5 minutes. By the way, one thing I want to mention. Eventually, if Aiden's ever down for it, I want to talk about comics with her because we had a conversation after me and Claw stream a while ago with her that I was having good comics conversation, and it was great. Anyways, I'm gonna set up an outro. I'm gonna go grab my food, and then really quick, if I can pull up my outro music. I saved some more outro music for Anytime Comics. Fuck, next weekend. Tell you what, we're gonna end this with some Nakey Jakey music. If I can find the right text window. Oh boy. Hey, there we go. Alright, we're gonna play some Nakey Jakey, but I'm gonna head out of here. It will be thus. Alright.
Had a lot of time.
Have a good night, everybody.
Take
it easy.
All right, and you know what I realized? I'm burned out.
Cause it's bad for your teeth. Hold up, in the Honda Civic with a hatchet in my sheath. Hold up, skinny ass Gary Paulson reading motherfucker from the bottom left corner of the state of South Dakota. Red rubber, goddamn. Send me over to be never seen again. Put the garbage in the fucking trash can. Up and down like a garbage man. Try my best like 10 spray tan in the middle of the wintertime high school dance. I know they give no chance, goddamn, cause this was South Dakota sound like, yeah. When it's done by me, this was South Dakota sound like, yeah. In the middle of the street, this was South Dakota sound like, yeah. When it's done by me, this was South Dakota sound like, yeah. When I'm gone, I hope you fuckers rest in peace. Don't eat glass, cause it's bad for your teeth. Hold up, in a Honda Civic with a hatchet in my sheath. Hold up, 96 Civic, and you know that shit is green. Overflowing all the seats, we blow the speakers till they squeak. Ay. You got got the pool in the bag, I got a pot of snow. You got a city to map, I'm a mirage of the roads. You got the people to see, I got the people to know. You get the internet fast, I got the internet slow, but I never let DSL keep me from teaching myself all the skills that I wanted to know.